Former ESPN host Michelle Troconis found guilty of conspiracy to commit murder. More after this. Hello everyone and welcome back to AFG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis on the most popular topics in the world today. Today's video, we have an ESPN host who was found guilty of conspiracy and tried to cover up a murder. Before I dive into the details of the video, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to AFG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. Bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. All my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. I'm diving in. Michelle Troconis, a former host and producer for ESPN South America, was convicted of helping her late boyfriend, Fotis Dulos, kill his estranged wife, Jennifer Dulos, in 2019, nearly 5 years after the Connecticut mother of 5 went missing. She was found guilty of conspiracy to commit murder, tampering with evidence, and hindering the prosecution. According to the New York Times, Troconis, age 49, faces a maximum of 50 years in prison. The jury found Troconis conspired with Fotis Dulos to murder his estranged wife, lied to provide an alibi for him, and help him dispose of the bloody evidence. A statement released by the family of Jennifer Dulos said there can be no victory when 5 children are growing up without their mother. Agreed. This verdict represents the meticulous collection, analysis, and presentation to illuminate an unconscionable series of crimes. That immense body of evidence also serves to highlight the gaps that remains in this case. Most importantly, that Jennifer Farber Dulos still has not been found. We have lost a mother, daughter, sister, cousin, and cherished friend. Jennifer's loved ones cannot bury her next to her father. That's sad. Troconis, once who had her own TV production company in Argentina, also hosted a snow sports show for ESPN South America. That's the short version of the story. I got a longer version of the story. I'm not gonna dive into it. It's just breaking every little detail down. But this right here kind of sums it up, what happened. And, I'm gonna go on and dive in. Actually, you know what? I have a little small video of Michelle Troconis in court realizing at that moment that she screwed up, okay? And she should have never done this. That one of those moments, okay? So I'm gonna put the video on, I'm gonna let you guys see it, and I'll be right back, right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, in the case of the state of Connecticut versus Michelle Troconis, have you agreed upon a verdict?
Yes.
Will the foreperson please rise and identify himself? Everyone else can have a seat. Will the defendant, Michelle Troconis, please rise and face the jury? In file number FST CR 200241178T, State of Connecticut versus Michelle Troconis. What say you, Mr. Foreperson? Is she guilty or not guilty of the first count of the information charging the defendant with conspiracy to commit murder in violation of Connecticut General Statutes, Section 53A, 48A, and 53A-54A, subsection A?
Guilty.
What say you, Mr. Foreperson? Is she guilty or not guilty on the second count of the information to the charge of conspiracy to commit tampering with physical evidence in violation of Connecticut General Statutes, Section 53A-155, subsection A, subsection 1?
Guilty.
What say you, Mr. Foreperson? Is she guilty or not guilty on the third count of the information to the charge of tampering with physical evidence in violation of Connecticut General Statutes, Section 53A-8, subsection A?
Guilty.
What say you, Mr. Foreperson? Is she guilty or not guilty on the fourth count of the information to the charge of conspiracy to commit tampering with physical evidence in violation of Connecticut General Statutes, Section 53A-48, subsection A, and 53A-155, subsection A, subsection 1?
Guilty.
What say you, Mr. Foreperson? Is she guilty or not guilty on the fifth count of the information to the charge of tampering with physical evidence in violation of Connecticut General Statutes, Section 53A-8, subsection A?
Guilty.
What say you, Mr. Foreperson? Is she guilty or not guilty on the fifth count of the information to the charge of hindering prosecution in the second degree in violation of Connecticut General Statutes, Section 53A-165, subsection A, subsection 3, and 53A-166?
Guilty.
You ladies and... I'm sorry, one moment. The court will then accept the verdict.
The verdicts are accepted and recorded.
Sad situation. You got 5 kids, you would think that you would do everything in your power to try to make it right, go to counseling, kind of get some help, maybe do something, that will help, alleviate the issues and the pressures of being married, you know what I mean? But, it just kept going on, spiraling down that, that little hill, and that was it. It just, one thing led to another, and they was just like, listen, we can't do it. We getting a divorce. They fighting over the kids, you know what I'm saying? Because with the kids, if the father gets the kids, he don't have to worry about paying for this. He can keep the house, maybe. They fighting over property, the children, and all that kind of stuff. It kind of got a little hairy. But the whole situation could have all been avoided if Michelle would have minded her business. See, she jumped the gun with him. He probably sweet talked her. You know what I mean? She probably liked the guy, you know what I'm saying? They start going back and forth, Now, this guy's still married, all right? Yeah, they're in the divorce proceeding, but you're not completely divorced yet, so it's not over. So it could have took a 360, a 180, okay? And he could, everything could have changed and they could have got back together. But it didn't in this particular case. But things can happen like that. So Michelle jumped out and she decided to, go on and, have a relationship with this man, And although he was in the middle of a divorce, proceedings or whatever. So that right there, listen, until it's clear cut, like she's here, they're here, everything is lined up and all the ducks is lined up and this is what's going to happen, then okay, cool. Then we can go over there and have a relationship. We can do what we got to do. But see, that didn't happen. Now, the reason why that didn't happen, because I kind of felt like the husband was kind of pressuring the girlfriend, which is Michelle, into, come on, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. He seemed like to be like, the one that's, applying all the pressure, and she felt like she needed to, stay in his corner and do what she had to do, because she felt like that was her man and she had to do what what he asked her to do. You know what I'm saying? But the wife was not going for it. She kept fighting. It was like, nope, I'm not budging. And the fact that the husband couldn't get what he wanted kind of made him snap. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like that she was about to get everything, you know what I'm saying? Especially with these kids, child support, alimony, all that, you know what I'm saying? So my man's back was against the wall and it's like, yo, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. We got to get her out of here. Not clear thinking at all. Because if you get her out of here like you already did, okay, now you're going to have to deal with this. So now, once all that's said and done, he went on, murdered the chick, You know what I'm saying? On May 24th, 2019, she came up missing. She came up missing. They can't find her. What I think happened was they killed the lady, chopped her up, all fine little pieces, and dumped her all over the city of, I believe in Connecticut. And it was just, she all over the place. Cops finally found him. They caught the guy, got him, brought him in, charged him with murder. He was just like, nah, I ain't feeling this. Committed suicide like that. You know what I'm saying? He said, I can't face this time. So now you can't face the time, although you just did the crime. So now we got this girlfriend over here, Michelle Troconis, okay? What she's doing is she's carrying the bag for her and him. Okay, he going? Listen, sis, you getting all this time, okay? Now, if she serves hers concurrently, then she'll get up to 20 years. But if she serves it consecutive, she getting 50. Can you imagine that? She 49 years old getting 50. Hell, 49 years old getting 20. You damn near 70 getting out of prison. You get to 50, man, listen, you dying in prison. And the judge raised the bail from 2.1 to 6 million just to let her know how serious this was and that you're gonna do some serious time. She doing time regardless. You know what I'm saying? They gonna try to throw the whole book at her. I'm trying to tell you. All right. Her trial's on May 31st. I don't see a way out for this lady. If she does have the money and she's able to, kind of like get out on bail, she got house arrest. She can't go nowhere. She can't do nothing. But trust me, May 31st is coming fast. The only reason they was gonna do May 24th. But the reason why they didn't do May 24th because it was a situation where the lady got killed. They didn't want to have that come up, the anniversary of the woman being missing and possibly her date that was she got killed. So they pushed it up another day. I pushed it up another week rather, excuse me. And they made it May 31st. They said, okay, they're going to take it from there and go from there. So Michelle Troconis is going to be locked up forever. She's not getting out. She's going to, I really feel like the judge is going to throw the book at her and be very, very strong, harsh, because it's 5 kids to deal with this. 5 kids. Now, I don't have the ages of the children, but it's 5 kids. No mom and no dad. Their dad was a fucking coward. He'd go out and kill mom and then kill herself. That's a cowardly move, okay? So now they don't have nobody to help them raise their kids. Now you got relatives, like aunties and, uncles and, they grandma possibly, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got people that is not really, probably wasn't even prepared to take care of these kids. But now they thrust into, this position as a parent or a foster parent, you know what I'm saying? And now they gotta do what they gotta do. That's a big thing to deal with. It's not easy. Raising a kid, if you ain't raising a kid, okay, and just been thrust into it just to raise the kid, and that ain't easy. Okay, that's a lot. Let me keep it a buck with you. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? You got school, you got all types of stuff. You know what comes with it, with school and all that, with kids, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole handful. So it's an unfortunate situation that this happened to this lady, you know what I'm saying? But passion, lust, crime, it doesn't mix. It just doesn't mix. Ladies and gentlemen, if that person that you're dating is in a relationship, steer far, far away from it. Or get away from it. Have nothing to do with it, okay? Because at the end of the day, you asking for trouble, all right? Just like Michelle was, you know what I'm saying? She just happened to be in the middle of a murder case, okay? Covering everything up. So, yeah, they uncovered it, and now you're going to prison for life. But with that being said, if you like what you've heard, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button as well. There'll be more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. I'm my normal subscribers. Thanks for coming back. I'm my new subscribers. Welcome. Welcome to AG's POV. Do me a huge favor. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. There be more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over just like yourself. Share the video. Share the video with your family members and friends. We like to share the videos out here. You never know who knows what, you know what I'm saying, what's going on with these videos. I appreciate it if you could do that. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons. Do the super chat, super thanks, super everything, you know what I'm saying? Send your boy a couple of dollars if you can, you know what I'm saying? I normally don't solicit for money, okay? But it takes some time and effort for me to do these videos and for me to do these stories, you know what I'm saying? I know they ain't a perfect story, I know there's not a perfect video, but as I'm going along, I'm doing what I can do, and it's not easy, you know what I'm saying? I still gotta be a father, co-worker, family member, friend, and all the above. So I dedicate a lot of hours to this craft. I do what I can. But at any rate, come visit me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube Shorts. Google me, ABGs_POV, and you will find me all over the internet. All right? I love every single one of y'all. I thank you guys for coming out, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.